Are we live?
Yep, we are live. Global facility.
Oh, I see. I see.
Okay. Yeah, give it a couple minutes here to get situated.
Okay, comments are pretty instant. Yeah, we're live. I wonder how we sound.
Hopefully, we're
Sound good,
on
right?
point. Hopefully, on point.
Yeah, I think we sound fine.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm? What you want to see?
Mm.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, we're good. Awesome. Awesome. We sound good.
All right. So we're gonna
Just wait a
give it
few
a
minutes.
minute
See what happens.
so we can get cracker lacking. And while we wait, we hydrate. Uh, we hydrate.
Sparkling water for me. Your sparkling beverage is mouth.
Green water for me.
I don't think we can say that water.
Agua verde.
That's fermented water. What do you want about?
Fermented water. Agua verde. El agua oxida.
All right.
It's bad for your health.
No, stop. Don't say that.
Water rusts. It
So,
oxidizes.
so does everything else, though. Doesn't it?
Premium malt lager. So we're gonna be discussing what again?
Engineers and their infinite wisdom.
Engineers and their infinite
Engineers
wisdom.
love those guys. Not really, but
We are going to just vent. We are going to vent.
there's a very particular Ford power steering pump that I had just the most delightful time on.
Which one was that?
I don't remember. I don't remember it was what if it was a truck or was it Denise's power steering pump I had to take out.
I remember taking that one when we were doing the timing.
Did we take it out or was it Sam's truck that we took it out? It was somebody's Ford power steering pump. I think it was in a
Yeah,
truck or
but
something.
that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
You're just inexperienced still.
I hated it. It sucked. Oh, the motor mounts on the 5.7 Silverado
Yeah, those suck.
that you have to take the entire freaking intake, I mean exhaust
I
manifold.
don't know if you have to take it out completely,
No, you do. You do.
but I think, for example, like the one that has the 4x4, you have to drop, or the book says you have to drop the front differential.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Allegedly, you got to drop the front differential.
Would you even get into that though? Is my question.
No, I've kind of bamboozled my way out of it,
Oh, you did it?
but
Wait, whose truck did you do it on?
that was on a customer's car. But if you remove the intake manifolds,
Hmm?
you don't have to go through all that rigmarole.
Really?
So I think it's easier to do remove the intake.
Don't you mean the exhaust?
You're right. I'm sorry. I misspoke. The exhaust manifold to get to those motor mounts. However,
No.
I will say that most of the time the bolts are busted anyways
Oh, exhaust?
for the exhaust, so you might as well fix that now that you're there, you know? So
It's just the fact that now you have to take a torch and a grinder and all that crap out. It just makes
yes,
your life
yes, you do have to do it.
miserable.
So that again that begs to ask, What the heck? They can't make some bolts that don't break? I don't understand it.
Bolts that don't break. I mean, what would they use? The space age aluminum or whatever?
No, I mean, you know what I mean. It's
Like a
why do they break and it's always the same bolts that break?
because of the heat. So I guess make a heat resistant metal or something.
Why is it does the metals twist and expand and they finally just snap off? I don't know.
You know what I think it is? They get tempered.
I don't know.
Because when you temper metal, you heat it and cool it down repeatedly and it gets hard and it gets hard. And if you do it the wrong way, it gets brittle.
Again, I don't know.
Any metalsmiths in here know
That's
anything?
how do I say
I
this?
don't know.
It's I don't know, it's weird. It's
There's a whole
always the
thing.
same bolt. It's always the ones in the rear.
Oh, the ones all the way in the back?
Yeah, they always break right there.
I don't know.
So I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's a common thing with those Silverados. Anything that has that engine platform really. 5.3.
I don't know. I don't know.
But it always breaks right there at the very last one, the hardest one to get to. So
Right?
why there? I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't like GMs.
There's science there, but figure it out. Figure it out.
I hate working on GMs.
Engineers figure it out.
Do something that doesn't suck. Make something that doesn't suck. That would be cool if you made something that didn't suck. Just a thought. Don't say. Sometimes
So
they just do things that are so utterly stupid. You think, why would you
yeah,
ever do that?
yeah.
It's so dumb. Genuinely just dumb, honestly. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I digress when it comes to that. But what I really want to, just kind of, I don't know, complain about, rant about is how these engineers come up with the stupidest, they get the stupidest ideas. Those things that you kind of, you got to say, what the heck? What were they thinking?
Somebody smoked something before they did that.
What? What was that about?
Yeah, right? Like,
Those are the ones that intrigue me.
what was the point?
I have no idea.
It's really just a what? Who thought that was a. And take it, it's not just one of them. It's a board, it's a room full of these guys. And it went through each and every one of them, and they all sat there and like, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Because I doubt it's one dude designing all these cars. I bet it's a board of them. It's a ton of them in there. They're all there collaborating, and not a single one of them stopped for a second and said, "Hey guys, maybe this isn't the smartest thing." Mosquito in here, or something. And they're all just like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." I guess they're all cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
don't know,
there's some engineer that you're like, wow, and then there's some that just suck. So
right?
those are the ones that
Good engineering, like what Toyota did with their cabin air filters. You just boop, whoop, whoop. I was watching on
yeah, those are good ones.
I was watching on YouTube. What was it, like a Lincoln or something? And you had to tear apart half the entire center console area just to take off just to take off a bolt that bolted into this that was covered by that. And next thing you know, you're tearing apart half the entire inside of the car just to get to a cabin air filter. I think it was like a Lincoln or something.
I don't think I ran into that.
I don't
Yeah, I don't think I ran. Now the ones that really upset me, and I did a video on this a couple years ago, is the Nissan,
Which one?
the Nissan air filters, the cabin air filter.
On all Nissans?
Just about
Why? I don't think I've
because
ever
of where
changed that name yet.
because of where they put it at. They put it um it's all the way like in the center console, but behind on the bottom. So you got this little door that you have to remove, and then you kind of cool the cabin air filter. And the cabin air filter is like that big. It's a big old square cabin air filter. So it's up against the firewall, that little curved area of the firewall.
Okay.
I did a video on it. I got so upset because when I did because I was doing an evaporator on that particular Nissan, and I said, well, let me check this out. See why I'm having such a hard time putting these stupid air filters in there. And if you look inside, there's these little slots that you gotta perfectly line the cabin air filter with, and push it in there, and you gotta kind of squeeze it to turn it into like a bow tie,
Okay.
and wiggle it through that hole, push it in there, and once it goes in, it kind of bloof expands. But in order for it to fit perfectly, it has to fit in those little slots. And in the video, you get to see it really good because I have the HVAC case outside, and then I realized why this is so difficult. There's no way that you can perfectly line it up to stick that perfectly every time. And I think in that video I was ranting and I said, you know what, this is why they should castrate these engineers
Did you say that so they can't
so
reproduce?
they cannot reproduce any more morons. We cannot reproduce more moron engineers. That's they need to get castrated.
You know what? They should bring
You
like
know,
two or three techs onto like this engineering process and like get the opinions of like these tech. Oh, like what were we talking about? On an AC line where there's like the little port.
yeah.
I forgot what car it was. I think it was
Welcome
a
to all that
GM.
are joining, by the way.
Yeah.
We
Well,
just gotta kind of went on on a rant real quick.
yeah, welcome.
Feel free to put in a chat, and you know if something annoys you from something you've worked on, feel free to share, and then we'll talk about it.
Ask a question, drop an
Yeah, drop
experience.
a comment and tell us where you're logging in from, so we can
Yeah.
know. And we'll probably be repeating that as
Yeah.
more people join. But anyways, you were saying, I'm sorry.
I forget. Was it like on a GM or like a truck or something that it was just in such a weird spot when they easily could have just moved the port over
Which one
a
was it?
couple of. I don't know. I don't want to say it was a GM truck.
What are we talking about first of all?
The AC,
Oh yeah, dude. That's another one. Yeah, the service port
the
was
server.
way down in there by the exhaust. The catalytic convert no. Yeah, it's between the catalytic converter and the engine oil filter. It was on a was it a Buick?
I don't know.
It's a GM. It's a
It's
GM.
some GM. I don't remember. I don't remember it was a truck. I think it was GM.
And then when you look up here by the firewall, there's a perfect
Right
little
off of.
section there that you could have easily put the low side service port right there.
But no,
But no, they had to put it way down in there
where you could burn
where you could
yourself.
burn yourself, where you can barely reach it.
Yeah.
Again, another engineer that should get castrated so he won't reproduce any more morons.
But on the other side, every now and again, GM has a good engineering thing. Like the valve cover gaskets. What year does Through Hero Drive is Silverado?
That's
So
an
in
oh 08,
2010,
oh 08, oh
oh yeah,
09,
it's
oh
literally
07.
you just unplug all the coils, two bolts, and the entire coil rack comes up.
Yeah.
And it's four bolts, and the whole valve cover comes off.
There's good engineering. There's good engineering. Like in my opinion, a lot of the old school they
Oh
complain about it. Fuel injection was one of the best things in sliced bread. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I love fuel injection. Yes, you did have to introduce
Computers and stuff.
computers, modules, sensors.
But that's okay.
You got you need a cam crank for the distributorless. Again, that's another good engineering in my opinion.
What the spark plug, the coil packs?
No, well, no, yeah, that distributorless. Yeah,
Isn't that
uh,
just coil
yeah,
packs?
yeah, the coil packs. But I wonder, you got individual coil packs. You got the one big coil pack. It depends on what
Yeah,
system,
yeah, yeah.
waste, spark.
Because I
The
know someone coming like, oh, like what? Who does that? Nissan or just GM that comes literally just a big line and there's just four coil packs in it.
Yeah, there's several makes and models that
One
do
goes
it.
bad, you gotta take the whole rack out for new. So
I remember the EGR valves when they got put away with. I was like, yes.
what
The
is that?
the EGR valve.
What is that?
They don't. It's not really used anymore. Now they use internal EGR. That's what they use the VVT.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
so they use it internal now with the computer controls regulate, so it can use scavenge and stuff in the cylinder.
oh,
And it does the same. It does the same function as the EGR valve, just more accurate and more even across
all the
all the cylinders.
okay.
So that was a good thing. Uh, VVT, I call it VVT because I'm used to the Toyota, but
VTEC,
yeah, it's all the
VVT.
same mumbling.
It's all variable valve train.
variable valve timing. That's what it is.
which is why I think why Toyota just went ahead and called the
And it
VVT.
wasn't such a bad thing initially. Like the earlier Toyotas, they were actually you didn't have much issues with it. They only had VVT on the intake side.
Oh,
So
really?
it wasn't such a big, you know,
And they,
ordeal.
and they have VVT on both
Now they got both,
exhaust and crank cam, and I mean exhaust and intake cams.
and with the stretched oil intervals and all that. Now we're having all type of issues with that.
We've had a few of those VVT gears fail.
Yeah, quite a
I
few.
have one as a
As a matter of
paperweight.
fact, I think I got one over there somewhere.
I have one.
Somewhere over there, I got one.
I have one in my room as a paperweight. It's honestly probably one of the coolest paperweights you could probably have. Let me see if I can find it.
Now that you're there, tráeme otro. La
Oh,
tendré
you have
abajo.
them in here? Oh, wow. Isn't she lovely?
Eh, or did I throw that away?
I don't know. All I know is I have one in my room as a paperweight, and it's a pretty cool paperweight too.
Thank you, good sir.
Let me
It's
see.
Friday, so whatever.
God forbid, right?
It's Friday.
Yeah, I don't know. I can find it. You might have tossed it. I have one in my room, but I'm not gonna go all the way over there. It's just to grab that, honestly. But
Es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe.
it's Friday, my dudes. Oh boy.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, I think I threw that away, but VVT is kind of
interesting.
interesting.
We have some VVT solenoids here that are all kicked up with like metal and junk, are they?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
As a matter of fact, bring them here.
I don't think these have any more metal. I know at one point these were coated in metal,
These
but
things give a lot of issues.
I,
These are VVT solenoids. They get stuck. They don't do what they're supposed to. Here, put that back.
and we have a lot of them just lying around. Here's four here.
Yeah, keep them there for show and tell.
I know some of these were like caked with metal at one point. I just don't know which ones, but we have quite a few of these just lying around for some reason. Show and tell, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's another one?
Um, Another like, oh, who thought of this moment? For me, what was it? Uh, I don't know. I've had a few. I have so many you tend to forget. Uh, oh, let's go back to that Lincoln uh power steering pump. You had to
Mhm.
buy sockets just to get to the hose, the way the hose was designed. You couldn't fit a crow's foot, you couldn't fit a socket over it.
Yeah, but that's because you're supposed to pull
The whole pump out?
no, you're supposed to pull the pulley out
Yeah.
in order because you got to get to the things anyways.
Why? But we
But I was trying not to go that route. That's what.
because pulling the pulley out would be a whole ordeal per se.
And I think we still ended up doing it, right?
Yeah. Wait, why did we pull the pulley out? I think I broke something.
No, we needed to get the timing cover out or something like that.
Oh, what was it that I broke a pulley on something? Or I didn't break a pulley yet. We just had to put a new pulley on for some reason. That we still have that Ford pulley laying around here somewhere.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
What's another one?
Um,
I can't
I
recall.
can't think of any. Spent all working hours complaining about it, and
Complain.
now when we have to talk
No,
about it,
we
you're
forgetting stuff.
forgetting stuff, real, man.
We be forgetting stuff.
Man, I guess because when you're there in the moment is when you really should whip out a camera and like, what have we done here?
Yeah, what were they thinking when they came up with this? You
You know
guys
what?
are
You
retards.
know what we should do? Every time we find something, we should just whip out the phone, record a quick video,
Hmm.
And at the end of the month, have the month's compilation of engineering fails.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Engineering fail. That's a good.
We should make it a thing.
Remember that type. Engineering fails.
And then at the end of the month, or at the end of whatever period, we just stitch all the videos together. Stitch all the videos together, and have like this time period's engineering fails.
Mm.
There, we'll never run out of content ever. That's it. We'll never run out of never run out of content.
Or where they put that one little screw
On what?
behind 20 million things.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta take this part out and you see it right there and you're like, that's a 5 minute job. Look, it's right there. Look. Oh, but no, what you didn't see is that one
Bolt.
screw back
Now
there.
you gotta drop the whole subframe.
And then you gotta move 50 different items to get to the
One bolt.
the one bolt to get the part out.
It's like they're just not using their heads. They're not using the tool between their ears.
And that's the more important one. The ones between their ears. That's
Man,
why they
like
gotta.
oh.
Hey, that's it. Cut that the genealogy, or what's it
That's it.
called?
Your family tree ends with you.
It ends with you. That's it. You're done. You have lost your right to exist,
Oh wow.
to procreate.
That is diabolical.
You lost your
That one's evil, man.
you lost your right to procreate. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. I mean, oof, just so many, man. That I can't.
Yeah.
You can't think of one. I mean, and now it's just like trying to find one.
What do you guys think? I don't know. Have you run into that? Well,
Well, yeah,
drop a comment. I don't
drop a
know.
what horrible engineering have you ran into?
Drop a comment. Let us know what
Say something.
engineering.
What engineering fails have you run into? Maybe it'll
Let us know where you're logging in from, first of all, just so we'll
yeah,
know.
just so we know what's going on the
And
show.
let the public.
Yeah, what engineering fails have you guys dealt with? Oh my God, there's been quite a few bad ones. It's funny now that you need them, you just can't think of it. I don't know. I can't think of any. I can't think of any. What?
Which one was it that I was complaining about the other day?
I don't know. You complain about so many.
Um,
Um.
it was something so stupid too. What was it? Uh, was it one of those actuators, AC actuators or something?
Oh, and the blend door actuators on the Chevy. What was it? Was Mike's car?
I don't remember which one it was. That one wasn't too bad actually.
Oh, really?
But there's some that you have to take like the whole dash apart to get to because where they put it. Known items that you know are gonna fail.
Oh,
Alternators,
I
starters.
just thought of one. In the Nissan Titan, how they have the starter in the valley of the engine.
Yeah, and you know what? Nissan is not the only one that does that.
Who does that too?
Toyota has done that on a couple of their models.
All I know is now you got to pull up the whole plenum
Cadillac
to just change
has
the
done that.
starter.
Who else? Cadillac. There's one out there. I don't know who. I saw a picture of it that is actually inside the transmission bell housing.
No shot.
It's inside the starter goes out. You got to drop the transmission to get to it because it's in the bell housing of the transmission. Why?
Who thought of that?
Why? Who thought that that was
Yeah.
a good
Let's
idea?
put a starter in the bell housing.
We know it's gonna
Look,
fail,
look,
but
look, look,
let's
look.
put it here anyways.
Look, and I can imagine a whole group of other engineers like, wow, that's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that sooner?
Again, why do they have to come up with that? I don't know.
It's like that scene from the Lego movie where Hello Kitty's like, business, 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 business. Is it working? Yes.
It's just so stupid. Okay, I know this is gonna fail. Let's put it in the hardest part imaginable
Let's put it in the transmission.
to get it repaired when it finally does go out.
That better be like a starter for life or something like that.
And that's what I think. I think these things are for life. Oh, this will never fail. And the one minute they put it in that corner, that's
Yeah,
when it's gonna
it's
want to
gonna
fail
feel
the
the
most.
most. Next thing you know, whatever dealership that's from is gonna be doing warranting
I
starters.
remember the Muranos, the mid 2000
What, the
Muranos,
Nissan
when
Murano?
I was at the dealer. Um, from the factory, the alternator would fail.
What?
From the factory, the
Why?
car had 3, 4, 5, 10,000 miles. The alternator would go. There was even a bulletin talking about the alternator.
Oh, real?
Where did they put the alternator?
Enlightened.
Right there by the radiator, above the AC compressor, to where the only way you can take it out, and the book at the time, I think, used to make you um take out the radiator
For an
for an
alternator?
alternator, because the way it was, you had to pull the radiator per the manual. You had to pull it out to get to the alternator. So what we did at the dealer is we didn't fool around
Radiator?
with the
You
radiator.
just dropped
We
the.
dropped the AC compressor. So we had to recover, recycle
Oh,
the
didn't you just do
refrigerant.
one of those here the other day?
Yeah, I've done several of
Okay.
them. And then you lower the compressor to get to the alternator, and then you replace it. And those things fail like there was no tomorrow. I'm telling you, from the factory, they will fail. Brand new vehicles, brand spanking new vehicles, the alternator would just go out.
Man.
And you have to go. I became an expert. I could do that sleeping. I'd be out there dreaming, man, changing alternators. I did so many of those things.
Wow.
And then the Titan had an issue with the brakes in those same years, mid 2000. Titan and Armada, a brake pulsation, really bad, to the point where you'd be driving and the whole you'd be like, "What the heck is wrong with this? It's a brand new car. How could this be doing that?"
You can just resurface the rotors and
Yeah, that was part of the deal. You had to resurface the rotors. It was something, I don't know what the heck they did.
probably
That
bad cast or something like
I
that.
don't know what they did, but they started pulsating like crazy,
Wow.
and it got to the point where I would do I would do the alternators, and the guy next to me would do
The brakes.
the brakes. We would get so many of them a day.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
man, we used to make so much money back then.
Oh, really? Off a warranty or?
We used to make so many hours off of those two, just out of those two items. We would get so many of them a day. We I say, let's tag team this. I'll do all the alternators. You do
The
the brakes,
brakes.
the Titan and Armada brakes, and we just be tag teaming them. Those were the good old days. Um,
The good old days is funny.
what else? And again, I never did figure out why that was happening, but they put that alternator on those Muranos in
In such
in
a
a
tight
bad
spot,
spot.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was just the Muranos. I think it was the Maximas as well. That had the 3.5 liter. Welcome to all those joining in.
If you have a
Please feel
bad
free to
experience with
drop a comment. Let us know where you're logging in from, just so we can know. And also, if you have any
engineering horror
yeah,
stories
engineering horror
that
stories
you'd
or
like to share,
complaints,
drop them in there.
this is our moment to vent.
Yeah. The group therapy. Group
Yeah,
therapy.
this is our moment to vent. So we're gonna vent, and I got my liquid venting,
I ran out of my beverage, so.
so I can vent. And we're trying to think of all these horror stories that we've had.
Yeah, honestly. If you guys have any bad horror stories, drop a comment.
What what was another one that was a big issue? Oh, the transmissions.
Oh, the CVTs? Yeah,
Yes.
they're horrible.
Oh my
Those
God,
are such bad transmissions.
dude. I did so many transmissions at the Nissan dealership.
All right.
Again, I could do them in my sleep.
Oh wow.
I could do them on my sleep. Brand new cars. Haven't even had the first oil change yet. 3,000 miles, 3,500 miles. And the transmission will start acting crazy. You will get this judder, this shutter, and you'll be driving, all of a sudden it'll go, and it'll just do it randomly. And I did so many transmissions on the Pathfinders, I think on the
The
Sentras,
rogues. I think those
I
rogues
think the Rogues too,
came with
yeah,
CVTs.
Rogues. The ones that paid the most at the time were the Pathfinders. It was like a 10 hour
Labor.
transmission job. You would, we got so good at them that we'll knock them out in like half a day or not even a whole day. We'll have it in and dropped in and ready to go. It's like I'm telling you, you get so good at these pattern failures that you start boom, 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 knock them out, knocking them out, knocking them out, knocking them out. And and yeah, it's again, it's been how many years? I think they've gotten better at it. I don't hear so much horror stories out of it as long as you maintain them. I know Toyota started using them too, and they started having issues as well too after they incorporated those CVT transmissions. Again, why can they not make a transmission that works? You know, after so many years, I can understand the first couple of years you're having issues, something new. After 3, 4, 5 years, I would assume you would get it down pat.
Right.
You know, okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. Let's make improvements. Let's let's make it work.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no,
no.
they're still having the same
Bad
issue.
transmission. Bad transmission. Great.
They're still having.
Isn't that lovely?
Um, but again, I haven't been in the dealer for many years, so I don't know what they're seeing now anymore.
Oh, Audi had this really bad failure with these output generators or whatever. It's basically a big alternator, and they've been doing warranties on those recently. It looks like an alternator, but it's like this big. It's like a high voltage alternator or something like that.
What does it do?
I have no idea. I know here somewhere they showed they sent so they sent a picture. There's like seven of them on the table or something like that. I should pull it up because it's actually really funny. And that was this major issue at Audi apparently. I wouldn't know. I don't work for Audi, but I go to school with a lot of people who do. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, what?
Mild hybrid electric starter generators. That's what these are.
Okay.
And
Third.
these had horrible.
Yeah,
Try to
they're not
focus.
gonna
Try
be
to
able to see
focus.
that.
But they had this was a major like thing at Audi that they would warranty them, and this was like a big
So that's a
one.
hybrid.
A mild hybrid electric. It's a starter and generator, so it's a starter alternator.
Okay, so what I'm thinking that does is it kind of helps the engine. It pushes the engine a little bit so it doesn't use as much fuel,
Maybe,
and then charges too.
maybe. I don't know.
I
Kind of like
think,
that hybrid start that Lamborghini uses
yeah, I
for
think that
Vuelta.
only works on takeoff.
Maybe.
I think that only works on takeoff to assist the engine into working less. I think that's how that works. I think.
Yeah, but
Welcome everybody. Welcome.
well, but
Welcome
yeah,
to
these
the.
so yeah, this was a big warranty issue at Audi. So
We encourage y'all to leave a comment
drop
so we
your
can
engineering horror stories, so
yeah,
we can
drop your
all.
engineering horror story. Can everybody hear all right? We didn't even ask that. Is the audio good? We're using a new
Audio system. Yeah.
audio technology. We might want to make sure that it's working all right.
After 30 minutes of being okay.
Hey, that's one of the first things we should have done.
Yeah. I mean, I popped in really
We're
quick.
probably we're probably talking and they're like, "Well, what are these
What are these
morons
guys
saying,
talking
man?
about?
You have no audio. What's going on?"
Maybe I should check that. Let me check that.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure somebody would have said something by now. Somebody would have said something by now.
Let's just check just in case to be sure, 'cause that would be hilarious if they
They just hear
just
the
be
I wonder what they. I wonder what those two are
Like
saying.
let me see. Yeah, we you can.
We're good.
We're good.
All right.
We're good.
We're just making sure.
We're just that would have been hilarious. Just hear 30 minutes in silence.
Yeah. What's another? What was the other one that I was? Uh,
Mm,
GDI is one that I'm not too fond of.
what is the gasoline direct injection?
Yeah, I'm not too fond of that.
Because of lots of carbon buildup. I
Yeah,
don't. I think that was more an oversight on the engineer's part rather than like this massive like, oh my God, who thought of that? I think that was just like I think that's just one of the cons of the system.
yeah. Obviously, if you change the position of
It was
if
because
you
I
change
mean
the position of one thing to a different location, obviously you're gonna have
some discrepancies or
yeah.
whatnot.
A lot of the manufacturers have tried to correct that by adding dual fuel or something to that
But
nature.
then that kind of
But
that
again,
defeats the purpose.
no, because you can still use it. But
At,
again,
at that point,
why did it take so long for them to finally figure that out? Say, oh, you know what? Maybe this is not going to work out
maybe because
because we're having these problems. I
yeah,
think they just,
you invest so much money in this thing, and I just to drop it. I,
I think they were wishing their problems away. I guess I don't know. Maybe it'll just fix
maybe
itself.
it'll just
No, it doesn't work that
wait for
way.
someone to jerry rig it, and then we'll make it. We'll polish that.
Like Toyota has, to my uh, amazement, Toyota actually used it way in their Lexus vehicles, I think.
My-
Um, way back in the mid 2000s, and but they had an additional fuel injector in the intake plenum, and that was enough to help with that situation. So Toyota has always been a little,
It's that Japanese engineering, man.
yeah, they've been because I saw that on what car did I do? It was like a 2007, 2008 Lexus, I don't know what. I
One
was
was
doing
like,
spark plugs and stuff on it.
what is it like a Lexus IF or something like that?
I forgot what it was. And then I see this fuel line going to the intake plenum. I'm like, what the heck is this? Why is there a fuel line going over here? And it's an injector.
Oh, really? Into the
Yeah,
plenum?
into the plenum is an injector.
Look at that. That's
So I was like,
interesting.
huh.
Yeah, man, cool. Yeah, right.
But it keeps it clean. Um,
I'm out of
and then they have to put those stupid injectors underneath the intake plenum somewhere, and it's always a bear to get to. It's never easy to get to. And then when they do make it easy to get to, when you got to do like something stupid like a valve cover or something, it's in the way. Oh my God. But yeah, that was like on that Malibu. The injectors are right there. The injectors are like that long. It's like a foot long injector going down in there. But if I got to take the valve cover out to do a simple valve cover gasket, guess what has to come out?
the injectors.
The entire rail.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's like you can never have it all, you know. And I understand that, I guess.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Hmm.
I'm out of horror stories now, honestly. Like, yeah, I mean, we've run into so many that we've forgotten them. It's just like, oh, look at this. All right, back about our lives.
The what was that other one that I was complaining about the other day? The was it a starter or what was it? Basically the
So whatever it was.
the whatever it was. It was the dang it, what was it?
The whatever it was. What was it? What about it?
Was it a starter?
I don't
I
know.
keep trying to say starter for some reason.
But what about it? Maybe that'll give some context clues.
It was a difficult one to get to.
Where was it?
Oh, it was on. It's been a while. It was on that Camaro.
Which one?
I
The one
forgot
that
what year it
the
was.
one that had the thermostat problems?
Yeah, that
Oh.
one. We had to do the. Oh, that's another one. The starters on those GMs, they like to burn up for some
Oh
reason.
yeah, all the time. But at least
Yeah.
they're not bad to get to.
No, most of them, but that one was a bear
Well, because it's you're on a
be,
sports car.
because yeah, it was on a sports car, so you have all that subframe in the way. You had to take the exhaust manifold.
Because on those 5.7s, they're not that bad to get to. They're right there. It's literally three bolts and the 13 that holds on the power cable and the what is that? The control wire, and then it just drops right out.
Hmm.
It's just everyone wants them done right there, and they wait on them, and they're all hot and junk, and that's when they start to do.
Oh my God. The the evaporators.
On what?
All of
Oh,
them.
you got to take half the dash out.
The evaporators used to be simple to get to because they were on the outside of the vehicle underneath the hood,
Now they're
like
all
on the Ranger.
under
That
dash.
was common back then. That was very common to have an evaporator outside in the engine bay. And all you had to do was remove the box from right there. Sometimes you didn't even have to remove the box. You had access area to where you can disassemble it, pull out the evaporator, swap it out. No big deal. Well, somebody decided it was a good idea to start putting them under the dash. I guess, they
Space
need more space
in
underneath
the
the hood
engine
to
bay,
put all this
or to
mumbo
keep it
jumbo.
compact or whatever.
And now you got to remove a whole dash to get to.
Honestly, this guy's Toyota, whatever it was.
Which one?
He was just here. Diesel's Toyota. It's Highlander,
Yeah,
whatever that
that one.
is.
But there was actually a Toyota Tundra. Again, se la comieron.
Oh boy.
Those guys, they're those are the Toyota engineers. Those are the engineers that need to procreate. Those smart ones, they need to procreate and become fruitful. They need to become fruitful
All right,
and
bro.
fill the earth. Those are the ones that need to multiply. Because
Oh my God.
everybody else, you have to pull an entire dash, 7, 8, 10 hour job to pull an evaporator. And those are the ones that love to leak for some reason.
They just know they do it just to spite
They
you.
just love to leak.
They do it to spite you.
And this particular Toyota Tundra, again, that engineer must have retired, and then another moron took his place because a few years later, the newer Tundras, you got to pull half the car has to come out to get to the evaporator.
Did we ever figure out what this chunk of metal was too?
I don't know, throw that away, dude. Um, but this evaporator we were able to get it done in a couple hours. No big deal. I was like, oh, we got to pull this. And then when I looked at the service manual, wait a minute, this is all this pays? Nah, let me. Da, 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 da. You take off a piece, the trim from the center console. You take the glove box out. Blah blah blah. You take a couple screws out, fasteners. Bloom comes out. Yes. Pop the new one in, pop it in, and you're done. See, I'm all for that. Okay, somebody figured it out. But again, that one must have retired, and then a moron took his place
Isn't that lovely?
because now you have to pull the entire dash
You check.
to do an evaporate. Ah.
Oh yeah, we do. It does feed power to it. Great.
Any complaints out there? Anybody who's run into this situation that
Anyone who's
irks
run
you,
into like
upsets?
a dumb engineer,
There's got to be some, more stories out there. Please share, drop a comment.
say something. We're talking to ourselves.
Um, what's another one?
uh,
Uh, the evaporator. Oh, the expansion valves too.
some of them are serviceable.
Yeah, but there's some like Again,
GM, is it?
Toyota,
Uh,
they were number one in doing that. They will put the expansion valve, and Toyota wasn't the only one. They will put it actually right up against the evaporator inside under the dash. So if you had to replace an expansion valve, guess what you had to do? Take out the dash. Take out the dash.
engineers and their infinite wisdom.
Why? You could just right there up against the firewall like a bunch of people do. It's just put a couple bolts,
Yeah, right.
an
Like two or three
hour, you're
things and you're
done.
done. That's it.
No, you got to put it inside,
Inside the bloody thing.
underneath the dash where you can't get to.
Engineers and their infinite wisdom. Am I right?
Jaguar was one of them. They did that too.
How do you know? You don't work on those things.
I know many things that you don't know.
Oh, that's reassuring. You don't even work on those things.
I know many things that you don't know.
Right.
Jaguar did that too. The what's another one? Like we watch all those
Those Matt Armstrong
yeah, those
videos.
Matt Armstrong videos, and then the Matt Armstrong, that's his last name, right?
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Okay, he gets all this jacked up stuff from Porsche and Mercedes and
Yeah, those Porsches are sick though.
all that fancy schmancy stuff that I dislike. And just about all of them, he's always having to change those stupid pyro fuses.
Well, that's just the thing. They cuts power to the car, stops electrical fires.
I get it. Okay, I get that.
But they put them under the dash and like
But they put it in a place where you have to dismantle, have the car.
I
Why?
guess the idea is once you get to that point, it's eventually is if you have gotten into an accident that's enough to give you a pyro fuse, at that point the insurance is probably gonna total it out.
I guess that might be a reason, I guess. But why? It's a fuse. No, even the fuse box. There's certain fuses that are back there, right? Relays and fuses.
I don't remember.
Why? Fuses should be easily accessible, a quick changeable part. You go in, you go out, you do this, you change it, yeah, you're done. Why do we have to put it underneath the dash, buried in 50 million things?
Because they're geniuses. They're the creme of the crop. They're the ones with the masters, and PhDs in engineering
Son anomali.
and but they have a piece of paper that says they're
And
smart.
I
So
don't care. You guys can cancel me if you want. They're
they
morons. They're retards.
they're window lickers, droolers,
Okay, let's not go too far. You
droolers.
know.
Oh, great.
Why put something so simple in such a bad
Right, right.
spot? You know.
Oh, same thing with those fuse blocks. That once you pop like a fuse there, you have to change the whole terminal.
Yeah,
It's like a terminal this big.
yeah. The
Toyota has
Toyota
the
does
fuse
that.
box.
I remember I blew mine in
In
the
what?
Camry years ago.
Oh, really?
I was doing a water pump.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was doing the water
How do
pump.
you blow that with the water pump?
Because you have to pull the alternator.
Oh, and you forgot to
And
disconnect the
I
battery.
didn't disconnect the battery. That was my fault. And I shorted it out. No problem. I said, okay, it's just a blown fuse. I'll change it. Yeah, blown fuse, just change it.
It's the block this big.
It's a block this big. It's got like five
4 or 5.
fuses going through it.
It was this Lexus that we literally opened the fuses block, connected the thing so the car would run
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
until
it's the
we got the
same.
new fuse
Yeah, it's
block.
the same thing. Is a fuse block that long. It's got like 4 or 5 fuses that go
And
through
you
it.
have to tear apart the entire fuse
And
block
you
to get to it.
gotta tear apart the fuse block to unbolt it and put it in there. Again, why? A fusible link should be a simple item that you
Can repair
remove
and test and
and put back. You remove it, replace it. And there's no need for me to have to disassemble an entire block.
the automotive sellers and fellas.
Yo, what's up, DJ? How you doing?
Uh, ranting about
We're ranting about
automotive issues.
yeah,
Engineers and their infinite
engineers
wisdom.
and their infinite wisdom and how they're morons and some of them should be de- uh
Castrated.
castrated so that they don't multiply anymore.
Oh,
So
that is
they don't reproduce anymore morons.
that is evil, man. That is diabolical.
I'm sorry, man. God forgive me, but
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, no, because they be coming up with these things. And you're like, man, who gave you this job?
It's like, come on,
I wonder how that engineer. I can only imagine those engineers there in their interviewing process, right? And they have this oil filter, and they hand it to the engineer. And they're like, where would you put this? He says, well, I probably put this right up against the exhaust, so close that you can feel the heat radiating off of the exhaust. And the executive goes, yeah, that's it, you're hired.
It's like, come on,
Come
really?
on, really, guy?
It's idiotic. It's idiotic.
Yeah, it
Tear
really
tear
just
half a fuse block, fuse box to get
to
to
get a fuse
something
willer,
that should.
yeah, just come right out. Because I think I it's a lot of
I hear you. Where y'all from? Well, uh we're in South Florida, and we're just here venting, and
group
for all
therapy.
those who want to join the vent as well, with their crazy horror stories of how engineers have screwed them in the past. So we've talked about putting we've talked about putting starters in places that starters should not be because of the difficulties to get to them. We have
We've discussed
alternators, same
alternators,
thing.
HVAC service ports,
HVAC service ports. That's another one. It's so
all of
easy
them.
to put
Basic,
one here where it's easy to get. It's right up top. No, they want to put it over there, down there, where the
really.
catalytic converter and the engine oil filter and all that
Yeah,
is in the way. Where you just move here, you get burned. You move here, you get burned. No
yeah.
matter where you go, you
It's
get
like playing
burned.
Operation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
It's like
good one.
playing Operation. Oh, isn't that lovely? Honestly, it's just great, isn't it?
Yeah. So, how about you, DJ Automotive? Where you watching from, if I may ask?
Right.
If you want to share. If you don't, then don't.
Yeah, right. Not to
No
put you on the
pressure. No
spot.
pressure.
No pressure, right?
There's no pressure going on here. Gabo,
I guess yeah, but anyways.
what was that?
My sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
um, I dislike the European style lug nuts.
Trinidad and Tobago. Originally, oh
Oh,
boy, exotic.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Originally from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, you
Okay.
get the Rust Belt.
Well, welcome to the channel, DJ.
Yeah,
I hope the weather is
forgiving.
forgiving over there, because over here it's
So
blazing hot, and they wanted a storm earlier. I thought it was gonna.
yeah, but I thought we were gonna have to cancel this because of the rain.
Yeah, because when it rains, it gets really loud here. So,
Yeah,
uh, the European, whatchamacallit?
migrated sun, rain. Great.
So
Sounds about right.
we're in the same boat.
Yeah,
We're in
same
the
boat.
same boat.
Originally from Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Oh wow.
Brooklyn, New York. Never been to New York.
Never been to New York either. Been in that area-ish, haven't we? No, I don't think we've gone that
No,
far.
we never been up there.
Not that far up.
We have never been that far.
I think Tennessee's the furthest we've been.
Yeah.
And it gets really cold there. Imagine New York. I
Yeah.
talked to Shannon. He wakes up, it's negative 20 degrees outside.
Yeah, that's for
Oh,
the
that's
birds. I'm
crazy.
sorry. That's for the birds.
So
I'm okay with cold,
it's just when you have that absolutely bone-chilling
but
cold.
yeah, when you're talking about negative, it's like when I was in Crown and I had to go to those flash freezers to get a forklift out of there, and it's like negative. It's like negative.
Got some hair.
What's up, bro?
Bobbing. Drag-a-lagging. What's going on?
I think I know who that is, and if it is, just put Crown. I was just talking about it. Um, so we would go into the flash freezers to get forklifts out, and
Van 23.
Van 23, my man, my man. I
Uh,
hope all is well, my brother.
work on hybrids and diesels. Very rarely,
Diesels, no,
rarely.
other than
Light
maybe,
maintenance stuff
yeah,
like that.
oil changes or things of
Brakes.
that.
Yeah.
It's simple maintenance stuff. But as far as hybrids are, I don't have enough customers with them. But
Every now and again.
every now and then, yeah, I've done a battery swap on them,
Change
or
those
update
battery
with
update. Yeah.
lithium ion, and I've done it to the new current thing, which is sodium ion.
Oh, really? Interesting. Not about
All is well. Happy that I'm not at Crown. Come on, you know Crown was the not that bad. Not that Crown. See,
It wasn't. I mean, you got your little 5 year marker up there somewhere.
yeah, I got my little plaque up there.
Somewhere.
5 year service. I was 7 or 8 years total.
Since you watch every now and again.
But yeah, those flash freezers they get negative 20 something, negative 30.
I think I'll pass.
Uh, uh, remind me, Mendez. But man, it was cold in there, and I said, "This is for the birds." I can't imagine waking up to this every day. No,
Right?
this is for the birds, dude. Forget about it. This is
No,
crazy.
dude, imagine having to shovel snow in that temperature.
Yeah, no, screw that, dude.
Oh, that's
I,
a lot.
I don't like the cold that bad.
2 years wasn't.
2 years was enough. Oh man. I hope you're still at Alfa Romeo, or
Alpha. Oh, that's cool.
it's been a while since I spoke with him. So he's actually an Alfa Romeo tech.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Good stuff. And those dusty forklifts. Oh, wow, that's funny, right?
Oh man,
That's funny.
yeah, they do get dusty, man. They do get dusty. Um, and not only that, man, they get all type of crap on them.
Oh, real?
Yeah, they do. Like, dude.
Went back to Beamer.
Oh, you're at BMW now. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
sick.
I'm glad.
Sick.
Wherever you're at, I hope it's working out for you. I really do.
Beamers. Working on Beamers. That was sick.
Yeah.
I bet he has it. He sees his fair share of really bad
Yeah,
design
man. Fill
choices.
us in those engineering marvels that you're like, what the heck were they thinking? Which retard came up with this idea?
But from what I've heard, BMW doesn't have like it's not horrible when it comes to that. I've heard. I went to school with Gene. He was a BMW tech. He he preferred working on the BMWs over the GMs any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate GM. So
Qué horror.
yeah, bro, I'm good where I'm at. That's what's up, man. That's
Well,
what's
I'm
up.
glad you're happy there, bro. I really am.
That's what's up. Let's see what let's answer this. What does the future hold for you guys? Meaning running your own shops, ECU repairs. That's what I want to get into in the near future.
Um,
I mean, we have the shop.
well, um,
Shop.
I would like to get into more programming. I would like to get more,
Hands on with it.
yeah, hands-on and comfortable with programming because programming is becoming a big thing with the modern vehicles.
Yeah,
There's no way around it. It's just everything is modules now. And the uh that's the direction that the industry is going.
that and electricity.
Everything is electrifying, everything is
Yeah.
modules. So to change, and I guess that's another thing that I can complain about. I'm not going to complain about modules, but I wish they were easier to install. L- I guess plug and play, so you don't have to do so much programming and crap,
I guess all you would need to do is really program a VIN.
or make it, yeah, make it more,
Minimal. Make it more user friendly.
yeah, user friendly. And again, they're not going to do that. it's against their interests to
They're
do
actually
that.
making it harder to program,
They're making it more
honestly.
difficult. Now you got to get permissions
NASPA or whatever it's
from
called.
the president of the United States to program
He has to
or
personally
pro
sign your
yeah,
programmable deal.
program a key, program this.
Yeah, they're
So
going the opposite direction there with NASPA and whatever that's called
yeah,
now.
now you gotta be looked at with a microscope just to program a key or a module. It's
They
like,
go
come
into your
on.
whole family history, background check just to see if you can do that. There's a lawsuit going on. BMW is pretty good. I see what I'm talking about. Beamer. I've heard that Beamer is really just not that bad. Is there now? I haven't heard of
Is
that.
there? Please fill us
Yeah,
in. I
that'd be
haven't heard of
great.
it.
I'd love to know about that.
But I hope there is, and I hope that they win because
Man,
or we win, I guess, because they're making it too difficult to fix these cars. They're starting to eliminate the general automotive technician, and I've been saying that for a while now.
they're applefying everything.
They're making it to where you're gonna need so much
Special.
specialized equipment that the general mom and pop shop is not gonna be able to keep up with that. Uh, even I'm having a difficult time with all this. It's like, dude, come on, I need this.
Best Beamer. Best diagnostic software that I know. Oh, really?
It's good to know. Good to know. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I guess great.
Um, the what was I saying? Even to program a key when I did the module for Malibu here recently, it was like, come on, you have to go through all the steps for a key when you used to just turn in and do this and do a couple things.
Which we did earlier today with a fob.
Yeah, it's just,
It's just like two or three things, and that's
but a
it.
fob. I mean, you can't compare the two because a key turns on a car, they can steal your junk. A fob is just to open and unlock and it set the panic mode, but it's like, come on, bro. There's
Because
a
it's lost because
lawsuit.
manufacturers will release repair info and
Yeah,
so yeah.
yeah. It's called the Right to Repair Act. There's certain things that they have to publish.
I think Apple is suffering from that too, because Apple doesn't like when you try and fix your own junk.
Yeah,
Apple, like, they'll put, like, if you use aftermarket parts and it recognizes that it's an aftermarket part, it'll disable some features. And then ever since that whole right to repair act thing has been going on, they've had to like loosen up a little bit. But yeah, no, we call it amplifying things because everyone knows Apple's a big thing about that, not letting people repair stuff. It's just, I don't know, that's just how things are, I guess.
it's getting super complicated, man.
Altel got sued. They removed key programming from the scanners and other stuff.
Uh, I use a lot of Autel,
We have the Altel key
but I really don't.
program keys.
I really don't do a whole lot of key programming stuff, even though I have the IM.
The Altel specific key programmer.
Yeah, I forget what model it is. I got it over
It's
here.
this one. Oh,
Uh,
it's this one.
no, that's scope stuff.
Oh yeah, scope. Okay, scope accessories.
It's scope
Keys.
stuff.
Yeah,
I do have one particular for keys, and I've used it with good success. But what's the model on that? I am something
I am 508.
508. I am 508. I do have it. I don't use it much,
Oh, yeah, there's the camera. Say hi to yourselves.
but
Where's it? Oh, it is.
it is becoming difficult. And now there was one time that I had to do that, and I had to go through NAFTA or whatever it is, and I had to go through this rigmarole just to program a module or a key or something. I was like, dude, since when? What the heck,
I
man?
want to take a second. Rigo's in there. What a bum. Bought blinker fluid. Keeps leaking. This guy, bro.
Está de pipi,
This guy, man.
blinker
Blinker
fluid.
fluid. All right.
Rotate your light bulbs.
Rotating light bulbs is diabolical work.
Got to make it hard for the public. Too many aftermarket tools on the market, so they got to make it a bit challenging for bandits.
I guess. I honestly,
Yeah, I
yeah.
guess they always got to come up with something new and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but then the bandits are gonna figure that out, and it's just gonna be a never-ending cycle, really. So,
If you update the scanner, you might lose those functions. Well,
when was the last time we updated
yeah, I haven't updated
in a hot minute?
in a minute.
It keeps prompting us to update it or something, but we just haven't stopped updating my own stuff because of that. I don't know.
Really, I haven't updated. It's been almost a year, I believe, since I last updated. So now you got me scared. Now you got me scared.
Oh boy,
I
blinker
recently
fluid,
bought
man.
blinker fluid, but it
This
keeps
guy,
ringing out.
bro.
Oh wait.
This guy, blinker fluid.
I have the MK6
906T.
906T, and I programmed a few keys without any issues, and it was easy, but it can't program TPMS.
Bro.
But I thought, isn't the 906T the TPMS version for TPMS? Because I have the Maxisys 906B, which is Bluetooth. Haven't updated mine in like 2 years. Okay. Oh, you know what upsets me about Autel, and they're starting to get on my bad side. Um, I got the what is it, the Maxisys Ultra, and they sell it with oh, we got the topology and this and that. Y que si pito, y que si flauta, que si esto, que si lo otro, que whatever, blah, 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 blah. They charge you thousands of dollars for this tool. And now they're saying that without a valid subscription, you can't use none of those features.
What? What feature? The
How do you like them apples?
It's like that camera. It's so expensive, and you can't use it
You can't use
wirelessly.
a feature. Then what's the point of
Of-
selling it with these features? No. Who
Honestly,
thought that was a good idea?
yeah, who decided to sit there and be like, yeah, these are great features, and we're gonna charge you more for them.
And then
You can't use them without a
And
subscription.
then you would say, okay, maybe a subscription is $50 a year, $100 a year, whatever.
Doesn't have topology.
Yeah, I don't think that model has it.
Create TPMS fault for this one. Oh, okay, interesting.
Okay. So you got all this
I'm sure they have it somewhere in the fine print that you
all
can't
this
use it.
power allegedly, and you can't use it because you're not paying their 16, 17, $2,000 a year
It's
in
2 grand a year.
subscriptions. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Mhm. They probably know because they probably do that because they know that there's gonna be a lot of people out there that need that and they're willing to pay for it.
Dame otra birra ahí, sí.
Oh, great. Oh,
Eh,
I hit my shin.
I would like to know how Top Down is doing. What Top Down is doing,
I
as
mean,
far as the topology and a lot of their features, are they making you? Thank you, good sir.
that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Are they making you buy a subscription to use that, or are they more flexible and more reasonable? If anybody has a Top Down, let me know because I'm curious to know uh, how that works. Just updated my Ultra, but the topology was still working without the sub. It ran me about $1,300 to renew. Yeah, over $1,000.
In a
The
subscription. That's insane.
and as a matter of fact, let me ask you this: do you work on a lot of older GMs? Because I have noticed that certain GMs, the topology still works. Older GMs, I've seen the newer ones that it doesn't work, but a lot of these older GMs, I was working on the old boys. He's got an '07 or '08, something like that, and the topology was working for that truck. I was having a module problem. Okay, so you don't work on GMs.
I wonder what you work on. What do you work on primarily then? I'm mildly interested to see what he works on.
In those parts, it's probably a lot of
Toyota,
Japanese,
yeah, Honda. That's
Toyota,
what I was thinking.
Nissans.
Very,
Yeah, share with us. What is it that
very
you see a lot
curious.
there
I'm very curious. You're an
in
interesting.
more Euro and Asian? Yeah, see,
Oh,
I
okay.
figured.
Yeah.
I figured. Normally, in a lot of those countries, that's what you see. A lot of Asian, and I guess European. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would think so.
Oh wait, I didn't. Sorry about that. There you go.
Like I think like what like Renault is still popular in parts like that. Is it? I
I'm not sure. I'm not
I
sure.
wonder.
It's like when you go to these cruises, you get down. All I ever see is like Toyota, Nissan, and this and that. And I think, don't quote me on that. I haven't stopped them and oh, let me check what you got underneath the hood or anything. I don't think it's the same cars.
Renault Pogo,
How do you pronounce that?
Renault Pigo,
Pew what?
Pigo,
Pugo?
yeah,
Is that how
Pigo.
you pronounce that?
Pretty sure it is Renault Pigo.
Man, I've been butchering that up for years.
What do you say?
I keep trying to say Pidgeot or something like that.
No, Renault Pigo,
What is it? Pugo?
Pico, yeah, Pigo.
Where's that from?
Pugo, I want to say is French. Renault Pigo is
Yeah,
French.
that sounds
I think
French.
that's French. Still around, yeah, yeah, they are.
Okay.
You just don't see that a lot in this country. I say Pidgeot. This guy, bro.
Pidgeot.
This guy, bro.
No. Renault.
Renault.
Toyota, Nissan, Honda.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Honda. But like I was saying, I don't know if they have. I don't think they have the same standards, emission standards in third world countries and
I
other parts
doubt.
of the world.
Those are first world problems.
So, um, and what I mean by that is that the standard in different countries are different, the emission standards. And here in the U.S., they're becoming very stringent. So I don't know. I think because I get a lot of people that come from like
Cuba.
South America and some of the islands too, yeah.
Yeah.
Um and they're diehard, oh Toyota, Nissan, this, from Dominican Republic and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, you don't know what you're getting into. These even the Toyotas, man, they're starting to have all type of issue. So I don't think they're built the same for those countries than they are for here because
Because
of
they
those
have to, yeah,
standards.
they do delve with different,
Yeah,
emission standards and stuff.
DJ, if you can elaborate on that, if you can share on that, please let us know. I only know how to pronounce it in Spanish. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. Feel guilty. I'm not even gonna.
Oh my
I know I
God.
butchered that up.
Let's say
I
Pidgeot.
say pigot.
Pidgeot.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
guy.
that's something that I try to say. Some weird mumbo
Here we
jumbo
go,
like
bro.
that.
This guy. Not a thought behind bro's eyes.
Yeah,
That's
U.S. and
yeah.
European are different. They usually get more HP in Europe than us here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Honda's.
Honda is the way to go. Well,
Oh, we got a Honda boy. We got a Honda boy.
Honda's having their. Well, I don't know if are Honda's having major engine problems or anything like that.
Um,
I know they were having fuel injector problems on some of the. No, they're having head gasket issues on some of them.
are they? I haven't
They're
heard.
leaking. They're leaking.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard of any head gasket
Yeah, I think
problems.
there's a bulletin or something.
They're slowly cracking down on emissions, so
Yeah.
yeah. Well, they've been cracking down on emissions here since what, the 70s?
Yeah, and rightfully so. Rightfully so.
See a picture of LA in the 70s?
I'm not I'm not gonna sit here and badmouth emission standards because they're for the environment and I'm all for the environment. Um I again, some of the frustrations that we're seeing is not entirely the engineer's fault. They're just reacting
To what
to
these
what the
standards
government
are coming out with, yeah.
wants to do.
With some
So
V6
I
standards.
understand that. I get that. I'm okay. I'm not gonna blame the engineers for that because they're trying to make things happen. But there's only so much you can do to an internal combustion engine.
Yeah.
Once you start surpassing a certain amount, reliability starts crashing down. That is a proven fact. The more emissions crap you do, the more complicated stuff you do, the less reliable that vehicle will become. And that's a proven fact.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, the issue that I have is you're busting our chops here in the US. And if you're in those few states like California that have their, it's like a different world. I've always said that Californians are a different breed. I apologize if anybody here's from California.
Same thing with Floridians. We're a different breed too.
Ca- People from California and Prius owners, they're a different breed,
The
man.
tree huggers.
I'm sorry, no disrespect for it to anybody.
All jokes, all jokes.
We're all joking around. We're sorry if we're hurting anybody's feelings or whatnot, but
Anyone,
they are a different breed.
anyone's gluten-free feelings.
Um,
It's funny, man.
but if that's gonna be the standard, okay, it should be a worldwide standard. It should be a worldwide standard because it's not fair that we're going through all this rigmarole over here and over there in parts of Asia. I'm not gonna say any particular names or anything like that. They're polluting the heck out of the environment over there.
And if we want to talk about pollution, what about planes? You know how much
I,
fuel
I
planes burn?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think you can electrify an airplane. What happens when you run out of juice up there? Yeah, you can't just pull over.
You just glide.
No, you're gonna glide and you're gonna crash.
You're gonna glide into the middle of the
So
Atlantic.
yeah, leave airplanes alone for right now unless they come up with something.
Something genius or
Yeah,
whatever.
some nuclear airplane or something. I don't know. Uh,
I think they have nuclear
but
airplanes.
the bro, you watch some of the stuff from these other countries, and you're like, what the heck are they doing over there? So you're over here telling me, no, the pollution, we got to do this, we got to do this. I'm okay with that.
And then think about how much pollution
But
that.
everybody needs to be on the same page.
What about like all those electric plants and stuff? How much does that pollute?
The what?
So those massive electric plants and stuff, how much does that pollute?
Are you talking about nuclear power plants or?
No, no, no. I mean, I think I know there's nuclear power plants. I think there are some that wireless chargers for the planes. That's funny. I like that.
Okay, so
Mm, that's funny, man.
Mended.
Have an
They're
issue with
having issues with some
V6.
V6 bearing failures, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
yeah,
Bearing failures. That normally
barely.
means rods out the side of the engine.
Yeah. Why does that sound familiar?
Coming out with a recall Toyota and GM are also having
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why does that sound familiar?
wireless chargers to the planes.
Wireless
That's
chargers
funny.
for the airplane.
Let's just stick massive solar panels on the plane's wings
Yeah,
and then
let's see how that works, you know. But I'm just saying everybody needs to be on the same page because you- you're busting chops here, and over there in that country they're just going rampant. No, forget about the environment. Let's just throw all this stuff in the ocean or in the lake or whatever that we got going on here. It's all good. It's all good. It's gonna you know, whatever. I don't know.
you know I could totally use right now.
Could work technically, yeah, because most airplanes fly, above the cloud,
Yeah, so
a
you're not
lot of
really getting
cloud.
any. So technically
So
what you can do is you can just line the whole top of the canopy with. I don't know how that would. I'm sure they could find a way to incorporate it so that it doesn't mess up with aerodynamics or something. And then solar panels on the wings. I guess that could like. Oh, I guess that would suck for overnight flights, but
yeah, what are you gonna do at night? Let's hope the moon is bright enough.
That's evil, man.
Let's hope the moon is bright enough.
Or I mean, it could be a hybrid plane. You're off of solar
Yeah,
power,
you
and then
get that juice flowing.
and then and then after we get to night or we're running on low supplies, boom, up starts the normal engines,
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. See, those are the engineers that need to figure it out.
right?
Okay, don't come up with some weird mumbo jumbo that makes no sense whatsoever.
I mean, there's only so much that you can really just do. Let's be so fun. I mean, I don't know.
Ah,
Engineers and their infinite
engineers.
wisdom.
But well, this is
The
not
car
a
boats or boat cars around my. I think. I mean, I know about the old
car
ones.
boats. No, I don't.
I
What's going?
know. I know. I think back in the 60s and 70s, I think JFK had one, and he would prank his Secret Servicemen by like pretending the brakes would go out and drive into a lake or something. It was one of those car boats. But I haven't seen any of the car boats around Miami. I know I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Honestly, I don't even go down to Miami
Well,
anymore. I stay up here.
the ones from Disney. Yeah, I was about to say that at Disney Springs, there's some car boats that you go and you drive
Yeah,
into.
those I have seen there.
Those I've seen. I haven't seen them like locally, but I've
Yeah,
seen the ones from
those
Disney.
I have seen.
So they're at Disney Springs. I think they're right next to that aviation spot or something like that. Google jet car. I'm intrigued. Let's find out.
Jet car.
Jet car. Let's find out.
Let's take a gander.
Let's take a look see here, as I like to
Let's
say.
take a gander.
All right. Jet car. Miami. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Know it?
Yeah. Okay. I think I've seen.
Yeah, those look pretty
Yeah, I think I've seen these. I've seen them on YouTube and stuff like that.
they look high end.
This one looks like it's based off of an either like a McLaren or an SF90. I think this is giving more McLaren vibes than anything else.
Glorified Mario Kart at this point.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's for the tourists. I bet you don't see no native Miami person doing that.
No.
They're probably laughing at the tourists there.
Look at these yahoos.
Yeah, right. Look at these guys. That's such a tourist thing to do.
Look at these yahoos.
Let's drive an expensive looking boat car. That's such a
Boat
tourist thing
car.
to do, honestly.
Oh my goodness, I swear.
Boy, oh boy.
So what else we can complain about? That's really what we're doing.
Yeah, complaining.
We're venting. We're just complaining
Group
about things.
therapies, group
Yeah, this is a
therapy.
group therapy.
Oh, if we're complaining about bad engineering, it's a jet ski, but a car shape. Yeah, why not just get a jet ski at this point?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never seen them.
I've seen them actually. I've seen them. I've seen them. I didn't know that I thought he was talking about like a car that's also like a boat or something, kind of like what JFK had. But no, I've seen those. Yeah, those I've seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've seen them. Yeah. We're
The
gonna. I think if we're gonna complain about bad engineering, can't ride a jet ski on the road. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But what's I mean, you can pull a jet ski. It's the same thing.
the
Their car boats slow. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I wonder how they work. I wonder how they work.
do let me see. Do any of those fancy BMWs, do they have any of those carbon fiber brakes?
Yes.
Do
The M3, I think the M8 comp have them. Those carbon ceramic brakes. Um, yes, BMW
and
does
if
use those.
so, how
How
do you
much are they?
service that?
You don't.
No, I figured that much,
You
but
don't. You replace them, and they're like $10,000 each.
$10,000.
I think Aston Martin charges $10,000 one of those each of those rotors. I know they're like in the thousands of dollars per rotor. As far as like what I'm concerned, I'm not
How
sure
much
about
are
BMW.
you can't.
You replace them, yeah. You don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't cut them. You can't resurface rotors.
And they're carbon ceramic. You can't really do any of that.
So my question is, well, I think I already know the answer to that. How much would a brake service be? I don't know if you. I don't even know if you want to share that.
I think we're in the
Oh my god!
thousands of
I
dollars.
don't even think you want to share that because
You'll
I
kill it.
know that
Not sure on
eh,
the price. It varies by model, but they're like in the thousands. Yeah,
oh
dude.
Christ.
Yeah, per rotor. And then I can only imagine how much the brake pads are.
So I'm hoping that those are the best brakes in the face of the planet.
I think technically they are.
They have to stop you on a dime
They do.
or something.
They do.
Yeah, but
The rubber. What about the rubber?
the rubber on the tire, I mean, they better grip as heck too because
I mean, put some of those. What are those? Those pads are cheaper than the rotors. Yeah, I would hope. I would hope. I mean, you can put some of those. Yeah, but only when they're hot. Yeah, yeah. You have to get temperature into them. Like you can't just go on track and start ripping them cold. So you have to get. We're getting into like motorsport talk here now.
okay, so
Not yeah. You have to get tire temperature, you have to get brake temperature, and you can't do that very
okay.
quickly either.
So that kind of answers that question that I was going to. But if that's the case, if that's the case,
Yeah, they don't.
if that's the case, then under what condition would a street legal vehicle be operated under those conditions
On track.
to be able to reap the benefits of having that kind of brake system?
Um, on track. Most of these cars are also designed to be track toys.
Okay.
So, I mean, they work under normal driving conditions. But when we're talking about like using them to their full potential, yeah, they're built for the track. They're track toys. That's what they are. They're track toys you can drive home at the end of the weekend.
Okay, I get. Uh,
And like I
no, no
think
me cabe en el cogote,
and
en el mentón. No me, no me cabe spending that kind of money just to park it on the driveway.
and I think what is it, the M8
El
competition?
cogote no me da para eso.
And if I'm not mistaken, the M8 comp is like over $100,000 or something like that. Get the same car without the brakes. Yeah, they're options. Very expensive options, but they're options.
Okay.
You spec out the car the way you want it.
All right. I guess. I
Sport
s-
brakes, but they're not carbon.
Let me highlight.
Yeah. How much are those sport brakes? They're like what, drilled and slotted normal brakes, I guess you would say.
Drilled and slotted, probably.
Yeah, obviously, I would hope that these high performance brakes or sport brakes are drilled and slotted. But also, carbon ceramic brakes are really light. So they're really good for weight savings.
Okay, that makes sense.
They're really light.
Obviously, more weight.
And I think a lot of those
Yeah, but I don't know. My head doesn't wrap around.
it's just a high
I'm
performance.
poor. I'm sorry. I'm a working man. So
They're really expensive. They have both drill and they're okay, that makes
okay,
sense.
I'm just a poor schmuck that works for a living. So, buying a car that they claim goes a million miles an hour, but I can only go 65. It's like, what's the point? Under what conditions on the street will I be able to use this vehicle to its maximum potential?
Just like you can get carbon buckets. Yeah, yeah, it's all options. You can sport out a Beamer with like you spec out a Beamer with carbon buckets and a roll cage and all this stuff. Are you gonna need that in your day-to-day driving? No. You can get a Beamer with a 5-point harness. Are you gonna need it? No. It's just really depends on it's the track. That's all it is.
Okay. Again, I'm a poor guy. I work for a living.
Yeah. That's it. You
I'm
lost him with the
I'm
high performance
I'm
stuff.
not I don't know.
She's not a motorsport
I'm
enthusiast.
not a playboy or anything like that.
Playboy. Well,
I drink poor people stuff. I'm
yeah.
sorry. A bug just flew in here.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, they're track toys. They're great. And they're good at what they do, ish. I mean, I'm spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars on a track car. I'd rather just get like a 911. Build your own car, pick it up at the factory, get a tour, and get a lap around the track in a bachelor's league. Yeah. I think Ferrari does the same thing. Charge you $500 to take this tour. You charge you to pick up your own car. I'm telling you, it's insane.
Yeah, the first time I had any, and I didn't even have a personal experience because I never worked on them.
They do. Yeah, see. Yeah, they charge you $500 to go pick up your own car. Brilliant.
Uh, was with the GTRs when I
The
was in the
Nissans,
Nissan
yes.
dealer, and I wasn't not able to ever work on them because you had to be certified to work on those cars. But I kept hearing, that they have that carbon ceramic stuff and blah blah blah. And,
No walking museum. Ferrari Museum in Maranello. That's what he's
oh,
referring.
what?
He's referring to the Ferrari Museum in Maranello.
Oh, okay. I'm unfamiliar. But yeah, the GTRs had carbon fiber brakes, and I never really got to see it up close and personal. Um, but always understood that you didn't resurface, you didn't do anything, you replaced the whole shebang.
NSX, yeah, accurate. You have
Yeah.
to be certified as
Normally on certain types of vehicle, high performance vehicles and stuff like that, or hybrids or fully electric vehicles, not anybody gets to touch them uh, at the dealer. You get to only touch general vehicles, everyday vehicles, and if you got to touch these particular vehicles, you have to be certified um, to work on them. So yeah, that's why I never touched a GTR. I was never certified in. I
what
wasn't at the dealer long enough to do that.
what comes with getting that certification? What do you have to do? You just take like a class or something?
Mm, you take training classes and pass some tests, and that's it. You're certified to work on it.
Oh,
Nothing crazy. You just have to go through the training. You know, it's not. Well, I'm not gonna say not rocket science, but um, you gotta learn a little bit about the engineering and stuff like that.
I
And
think those GTRs had what bad shift solenoids is what they were.
I saw a lot of them with the tranny and stuff out.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I think they had bad shifter solenoids or something like
I
that.
don't. I honestly don't know what the deal was, but
And cars have been reactive, but they changed the training program and they added ASC to it. They got rid of the class. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So just about every manufacturer is the same. There's certain things that they don't want you touching until you get properly trained and certified to work on. Um,
Any other questions,
let me
comments, or
see
concerns?
where what other cars were like that?
Um,
Toyota.
I think Audi, you have to be
I think
certified to
I
work.
think Toyota was kind of like that with their hybrids.
Well, I mean, I think with any dealer you have to be. I remember
The
when
Prius.
I just came off of high voltage, so you certain dealers will have you as like as a informed technician, then you have a certified technician, and then you have like a master
Yeah,
technician or something like that. And then depending on what rank you are, if you're like an electrically informed tech, you can do simple things on these cars, don't lick the orange wire or whatever. If you're like a certified tech or something, a certified high voltage tech, I'm butchering all these. I don't remember what the terms are exactly. You can remove batteries and remove electrical components. You just weren't allowed to open them. And if
mm,
you're like a master of high voltage tech or something like that, you can remove, open, and repair components, and then put them back in. So there's tiers to this to certain things. Cars ain't cheap. You don't want to lube tech. Yeah, imagine
yeah.
some
That's the point.
kid there, $15 an hour, trying to
Yeah.
cost the dealership $100,000 in a
Oops, I
car.
forgot to put the drain bolt back in.
Locked up an engine, and I mean, who were we watching? We were watching Matt Armstrong, the DVX brand new engine from Aston Martin, $60,000. Imagine a lube tech jacking up a $60,000 engine.
Again, my brain doesn't wrap around these numbers. Uh, I'm a poor guy. I'm a working man.
Yeah, but
So
you go to GM and get a crate engine. How much is that going to be? $4,000 or $5,000? A crate
And
engine from GM.
even that, even I struggle with even that.
Yeah, but it's an OEM part.
Um, and again, that kind of boils down to the to another one of my engineers and their infinite wisdom. They make all these things so complex and so expensive that, dude, it costs more to fix a car than just throw it away and get another one, you know. Well, I'm not even gonna say that because new cars are super expensive. Talk about 40, 30, 20 to 30 something $1,000 for any rinky-dink car out there, new, brand new zero meter.
Yeah.
You're talking about a full-size pickup, you're already getting into the 40s, 50s, depending on the trim level. You get into a heavy-duty diesel pickup, now
80,
you're really
90,
talking about
80,
80,
90
90, 100K
$1,000.
plus.
Yeah. Imagine.
I don't know who's buying these cars, honestly.
Well, they're buying them because they're making them.
I,
I mean, new
I,
cars.
they have to be losing some kind of sale, some profits or something, because who can afford these cars?
And let's be honest, it probably costs them some $1,000 to make, right? Let's be honest, if that.
So yeah, I guess it's not cheaper to buy a new one, but
New cars are pissing me off.
new cars are pretty expensive.
Yeah, they're pissing me off.
But to fix anything on a car is expensive too. You know, $6,000 for a new engine. You can buy a transportation that's running
For 5, 6,
for
yeah.
5, 6.
It's 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 insane, honestly.
And maybe a decent transportation at that. Who knows?
If that, right? Honestly. It's just it's just crazy how these engineers can like and how like these manufacturers can sit here, look somebody in the eye and say, yeah, you're gonna pay freaking almost $40,000 for a Corolla. Dude, a Corolla? Are you serious, man? Probably go find something like that. 6K to do
It's
an evap on a Beamer. Wow.
it's getting
6K to do an evap is
oh
diabolical
my
work.
God. Yeah, that's one of the things that we were talking about earlier about evaporators and the cost associated or labor associated with these evaporators. Again, engineers in their infinite wisdom. When the new gas 1234YF, I was talking about that earlier. When the Y 1234YF came out, one of the standards was for the evaporator. The evaporator had its own standard, and it was supposed to be more robust than the 134 standard, 134A, because 1234YF is supposed to be slightly flammable. They don't want no leaks inside the cabin. So
Evap is 1K. The rest is like $5,000 in labor. How much is Beamer charging hourly?
we're gonna get to that. Yeah,
How much
that
is Beamer charging
that's what I was gonna
hourly?
get into.
Jesus.
$200 an hour.
Oh my God.
And
Holy.
the standard was supposed to be more robust evaporator, but they're the ones that leak the most. They leak quite often. So what the heck, you know?
$529 an
An
hour?
hour? You're kidding me. Say that you made a mistake. You fat fingered that number or something. 529 an hour.
Spell it out in
Is
words
that
so that
correct?
we know. I want to see 529. That's right.
That
There's
can't be
no
right.
mistake in that.
I think you fat fingered something there, cause
No mistake. 529? And how much does a tech make from that? Maybe 20, $30 an hour, if that?
no, they gotta be getting paid a good decent amount. But 529 an hour.
529. Oh no, he doubled down. No mistake was made there. Oh boy.
529 an hour. That is bananas.
That is evil. What? 529 an hour is insane.
That is bananas.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy. We make more than that. I would
You
hope.
better. You better.
I would hope.
Yeah, you better. You better. Because that.
For $529
Now, are you
an
making
hour?
your hours? Because I know for a fact you guys are flat rate. Just about every tech is flat rate.
Yeah, how's that situation? Do you make hours where you're at? Because what's the point of getting,
Most techs are flat rate, so
yeah, what's the point
I
of,
doubt you're hourly.
and if you are, lucky bastard.
But they should make those evaporators. If they know they're gonna leak so frequently, they might as well put it. You know, like I was talking about that Toyota earlier. You know,
Yeah, two kids that are, yeah, I bet the new guys are the only people that are hourly here.
yeah, flat rate. So yeah, you probably
Probably the apprentices that are hourly or something like that.
But do you make your hours every 2 weeks? I guess is my question.
Is the work there to back up whatever they're paying you,
Or do we make 40 or 50 hours for 2 weeks? Which if you get paid high enough, I guess it'll compensate.
right?
But uh if you make $1 million an hour, but you don't make no hours, then
Yeah, but
you
if
get zero.
you make $1 million an hour and
Well,
you work 30 minutes, that's still $500,000, bro.
no,
Let's be so bro. At 50 to 60 hours a week,
per week. That's
it's
respectful.
not bad. Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
respectable. 50 to 60 per week. Yeah, that is respectable. Heck, I think I'm gonna go over there to that BMW.
Working 40 hours a week. Working 40 hours a week and flagging 50 to
Yeah,
60
that's where you make money in flat rate.
is
You
by getting
know,
so good that you can do things so fast.
that's how you make money in flat rate.
Yeah.
And I don't have nothing against flat rate.
I mean, we work off a flat rate,
Uh,
don't we?
I really have
Come
nothing.
through, I'll get you a job. Fire.
uh,
Fire.
I think your dealer's too far for me to drive up there every day. Um, I appreciate it. I'm gonna take a rain check on that. The what was I gonna say? I got derailed. What was I gonna say? What
uh,
was I complaining about?
Hours or something. I don't
I forgot. Anyways,
know.
anywho,
That's funny, man.
I'll remember here.
Just say when. Fire.
Tenfold,
Say
tenfold.
less, man. Say less. Wow, I
I
can't believe
will,
we've been here for almost
I
two
will be
hours.
hitting you up. Say, hey, what's up? ¿Qué hola? ¿Qué bolero ahí
With the Beamer,
with the
bro.
job?
I think I have a few classmates that work for BMW or used to work.
Oh yeah, flat rate. That's what I was talking about.
Flat rate, yeah.
The flat rate. I don't have nothing against flat rate. You can make some good money on flat rate, but where it becomes a problem, and I don't know how you guys do it. Troubleshooting in flat rate don't quite work as well because I'm probably sure that you start off with at least an hour or two of diag up front, which at 500 bucks an hour, that oof,
It's already $1,000 bill.
yeah. Um, Again, I'm a hardworking poor guy, so
Yeah, how could you justify like let's say a six, $7,000
I hope those guys that own those cars are
they have deep
executive.
pockets. Yeah, with
They
deep
they
pockets.
got deep pockets. Uh, but when you're doing troubleshooting, it takes time to do a proper troubleshooting. Easily more than an hour, just to hear a noise, just to drive around the block, just to do this, just to do that. Easily over an hour. So troubleshooting and flat rate, uh, that's where you can run into some trouble. But again, maybe the pay scale at that particular dealer actually is worth it. I don't know. I really don't. I know what I've done in the past, and it doesn't work. It works because you got to make it work, but
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I guess
it,
dealerships are weird now.
yeah. I mean, think about it. You get paid an hour. Let's just assume you get an hour up front for troubleshooting.
That's already a
You get
$500
that
bill.
noise, vibration, or that water leak that happens sometimes when
Only
the
happens when the
rain
car is
hits it
cold.
the right angle of approach. And yeah,
How do you
you
justify
could
that?
be there for hour and a half, 2, 3 hours trying to find what is that noise. Well, I told you the one about I had this one Toyota one time when I was at the dealer,
Just do some quick maths real quick. At
and
what was that?
the
529?
guy complained,
Say 3 hours. So
my car makes this noise. There's a noise, but it's only when I'm going up on my incline driveway and it sounds underneath the chair. I don't know what the heck it was. But in a long story short, it took me like over an hour of driving just to duplicate the noise. It ended up being a CO2, small little CO2 cartridge for these BB guns, and he had a bunch of them laying around. One of them actually fell
into the rail.
underneath the seat, the driver's seat, in between the carpet and the thing, and it was just rolling back and forth. Rukla, rukla. And that was the noise he was hearing.
But
Guess
like,
how much I got paid for that?
how much?
Zero.
Why?
It wasn't a problem with the car.
But what about
How,
diet fee?
what are you gonna do? I didn't get paid nothing. Nothing for that.
Look, I did some quick maths. Let's say 3 hours of diag fee just off of the dealer rate is already $1,500.
Yeah.
That's just 3 hours of diag, which is something that you can see yourself doing, you know?
Yeah. So yeah. Sometimes you get screwed.
You know, off that rate, we don't get that many old cars either. Usually people driving old beers can't afford our rate. They come for cheap oil changes and decline everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've even in low end cars, Toyotas, Nissan is the same thing. You know, you know when a customer is gonna buy service and when they're not.
Mm.
I had this one car come in to the dealer, the Toyota dealer, and what was it? It was a Toyota Corolla or something like that. I forgot what year it was. That car needed all type of work done. When you look at the interior of that car, you knew you were going to waste your time. There was trees growing, trees growing in the floorboard. Trees, like literally grass growing. That's how much dirt and crap was in that car.
No shot.
There was grass growing, and you had to mow. You had to mow the grass.
Oh my God, that is insane.
You had to mow the grass inside the car. That's how much crap was in there growing.
Dude, are you
Oh my God. I was
serious?
like, okay, it needs an induction service. It needs this. It needs that. I'm like, I'm wasting my time. I could just look at the car and tell he's not. Needless to say, I was not surprised. Declined everything. He was just there for a recall, an airbag recall on something. That's all that car was there for.
Wow.
Oh, like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
wasting my
no
time.
fake. Real. That is
He's not gonna
crazy.
buy anything. So you kind of know. Like I said, at the dealer you work with new cars, 2, 3, 4 years maybe. Um, Sometimes you get older than that, but it's
Not
that
very common, I
that's
guess.
all you're dealing with.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. I thank you so much for being with us here tonight up to this point. If
Yeah.
you stuck around this long,
Hey,
please consider liking and subscribing.
that would be cool.
That'll be awesome.
That would be cool.
Uh,
It's 10 o'clock at night. We're still in
we're
uniform
still in uniform.
for you
We're
guys.
just here hanging out and venting. When we'll do the next one, I don't know.
Bye bye, buddy. Bye bye, buddy.
And but we hope to see you in the next live stream. We're doing more live repairs. Like I said, I really don't schedule those things because they're just kind of spur of the moment. type thing.
It's really a case by case thing that
It's a case by case
we see
basis.
something and we know, okay, this is quick. This is we can
I
have
don't
some
like to
good
take too long with them because,
people get bored.
not so much bored, but you really don't know. You know how it is when you're doing automotive stuff. You don't know when things get complicated. That one screw or something gets complicated. So it's kind of difficult. We got some new mic setups that helps out with the audio part of
We're
it.
trying to figure out the shakiness of the camera too.
Yeah, the live that we did yesterday, I'm not even gonna lie. I looked at it and I was like, bro, not even I can watch this. Not even I can watch this. This is this is making me dizzy. You know,
Partially my fault, but
so
but
because of
with it.
the shakiness, but it is what it is.
Things happen. We learn.
We're getting better at it. We're
We're
getting better
learning.
at
We're
it.
learning.
But we'd like to thank each and every one of you that stuck around to the end. And
Thanks for all the wasn't bad today. Yeah, because we're running the Canon back there.
yeah, we got a stationary camera. When it's stationary, is not a
It's
big
not
deal.
bad, no.
When you're moving around, trying to get into spots to get a better angle, that's when it gets.
Tricky
I've done a lot of the GoPro, and the GoPro actually works a lot better than what we did yesterday.
because the GoPro is an action camera,
We were
so
using actually the phone to do the live, and it was very shaky. It really was.
the only bad thing is that with when you have the GoPro, you can't use the microphones but it's really just a pick
Yeah.
your poison thing, honestly.
Yeah, but the GoPro normally I got an attachment that goes onto my cap,
The brim of the caveat.
so audio is really not an issue when I'm talking. It really isn't because it's right there. So I'm not too worried about the audio with that. But it is heavy. It's heavy. It
And
bro,
then throw one of
imagine
these
having
guys on
one of
top of
these
the
things, and then sometimes I gotta put the light on there.
and now you have like maybe like half a pound to almost a pound of
Yeah,
stuff on the brim of
it
your
gets heavy and it does get wear you out, having that heavy thing
cap.
on the brim of your
You
cap.
drop some visibility, your neck's all stiff and John. It's great.
And then you really don't know what you're because you kind of aim it, but sometimes it's hard to know for sure. Okay, am I getting a good angle? Am I
That makes sense.
am I getting a good angle? Am I getting good lighting? You can't tell. You really can't see.
Yeah, I think you only really tell until when you're looking back at the
Yeah,
playback.
once you go back and whatnot, then that's when you realize.
Yeah.
But either way, guys, thanks a lot for joining us here tonight.
It was
Uh,
great talking with all you
yeah, it
guys.
really was. The interaction was great,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I hope to see you guys in the next live that we do. We'll figure out some other crap to talk about or complain, or we're always complaining about something.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, maybe one of these days we should invite Solis down here.
Yeah, we'll
Be
see
fun.
what happens. We'll get some people over, see
Yeah.
what the dealio
See what the
is.
deal is. Yeah, all right.
So again, we'll
Thank you
catch
guys
you
for watching.
guys on the next one.
Awesome.
Ciao.